pregnant with my 4th child, and my first 3 pregnancies and births were completely fine, perfect, and healthy. So I assumed my 4th one would be perfect also. But when I went to my 20-week ultrasound, the doctor was looking at the ultrasound and said, this baby cannot be born in a birthing center. This baby needs to be born in the hospital. Your baby's gonna have to have surgery when he's born. And I was shocked beyond belief. I didn't believe him, actually. It took me a while to accept what he was telling me. And he said, your baby's intestines are blocked. And he said that my baby's intestines could actually rupture while, like, during the rest of the pregnancy. The baby might survive, the baby might not survive. And we just had to wait it out. So I went home crying, emotional wreck, and I called my friend Jennifer. She's a Rebbitzin, and she told me, she's my best friend. She told me, call Rabbi Netaneli. I didn't know who that was. I was about to not do it, and she gave me his phone number, and I just called, assuming that he wasn't gonna pick up, because apparently he was somebody very important. I ended up calling him, and he picked up right away, and my Farsi's not that good, so I was like trying to speak to him in broken Farsi, and his Farsi was not really understandable either. So we kind of had this broken up conversation, and I basically just told him, I said in Farsi, I said, my baby is gonna have to have surgery when he's born. His intestines are blocked. They're like, please help me. Is my baby gonna be okay? Can you help me? So he asked me, do you say Asher Yatzar? And I said, embarrassingly, I said, I used to, but I stopped like a few years ago. And he said, okay, I want you to start saying Asher Yatzar every time you go to the bathroom with Kavana. I said, okay, I could do that. And then he told me, I want you to get a group of 40 women or men and have them commit to saying Asher Yatzar for 40 days. I said, okay. He asked me if I daven from a Siddur and just daven to Hashem. I said, I stopped doing that a couple years ago also, after I had my kids. Things got crazy. He said, okay, I want you to start davening to Hashem and from a Siddur, like Birkat HaShachar and all. I said, okay, I can start doing that again. He told me, I want you to start dressing more sanua, and like all the other mitzvot, like I had gone downhill over the past few years since I had kids. Things just start to get less and less, and I said, okay, I could up my sanua game. And he told me, I want start covering your hair with a scarf, not a wig. I got a group of 120 people. I went on social media and I was like, I'm looking for 40 women to say Asher Yatzar with Kavana for the next 40 days. I immediately got a ton of people who wanted to do it. I didn't even tell them it was for me. Once I got everybody in the WhatsApp group, I was like, okay, you guys, my baby has a problem and I need your help. Everyone, I need you to say Asher Yatzar for 40 days with Kavana, and those 120 people did it with pleasure, and they were with me throughout the whole process, and they gave me like strength to do it myself also. And I think it was crazy because it was like my baby's intestines were blocked, and in Asher Yatzar it says, something about not having the intestine, not being blocked. And if you were blocked, you wouldn't be able to live. So that's literally the mitzvah that I was having to do for my baby's survival. So when I was 30 weeks pregnant, all of a sudden, I stopped feeling my baby kick. And it was Shabbat, and I was like, uh-oh, I know something's wrong. So I went to the hospital, and I was like, my baby is not okay, check me. And they said, oh yeah, your baby's in distress, your baby, something perforated. Oh, the intestine's perforated. They admitted me to labor and delivery, and I basically delivered my baby 3 pounds. 3 pounds at 30 weeks, and they rushed him into the NICU, and the day after he was born, he had to have a surgery. They basically cut him open, cut out the blocked part of his intestine, and he was in the NICU for 7 weeks, and then 7 weeks after, they went back and connected his intestines, and that was that. And then 3 weeks later, he came home. So he basically came home at 40 weeks when he was supposed to be born. Now my baby just turned 2 yesterday, completely healthy, no problems. You would never know something happened to him. You would never know he had 2 surgeries. And I'm so thankful to Rabbi Netaneli, who told me to do what I needed to do to really do teshuvah for, not doing things the right way, probably for the last 6-7 years of my life. And it really put me back on track that I wanted to be on, the right path that I was supposed to be on, that I somehow got off of. And for me, people are feel bad for me that I went through this, but I feel like it was the biggest miracle and blessing in my life that my baby's healthy and safe, and and I was able to go back on the right path. The first miracle was that they caught it. The second miracle was that I went in at the right time before it was too late. Had I not gone in, at 30 weeks, I wouldn't have known that the baby's intestines ruptured. It would have been too late if I had waited. So that was another miracle. The third miracle was any surgery is a miracle that, they cut you open and you come out alive. The miracle that he's a normal baby right now. He goes to the bathroom like a normal baby, all of that is a miracle to me. It's also a miracle that I did teshuvah, because I had been wanting to go on the right path, but I couldn't do it on my own. I couldn't do it. Nothing was strong enough or compelling for me to make my life harder, because those mitzvot are hard. But it was literally my child's life put at risk for me to do teshuvah. So my son's situation, my husband and I always call him our miracle baby, because he really changed our life. My husband and I are on the same page with our religious level, with our belief in Hashem and our love for Hashem. I always say that my son Yoshua, we called him Yoshua, because we believe that he saved us, really. He really saved us and our path in Yiddishkeit, and I'm so grateful for that experience. Like I said, people always say they feel bad for me that I went through this experience. They're like, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm like, no, this was the best thing that ever happened to me. They think I'm crazy, but it really was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I was going this way in my life with my Jewish path, and this quickly made me turn back this way, the right way, the way that I wanted to be going.